So True Game Data dropped this brand new tool called the MetaGen, which is a tool that can help you build pretty much whatever loadout you want, however you want it for the best stats. You kind of had this tool previously, but this is to the max. So pretty much what we can look at here is if I go aggressive close range, we can go ahead and kind of force a suppressor if we wanted one. In this case, we're not, we're gonna leave that up. And then in my case, I don't like laser visibility, so we'll turn that off. Hipfire, laser visibility, I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off as well. And then we're not gonna do any custom tunings. We can go ahead and click yes so you can see what all the options that are weighted in this. And then we'll go ahead and find my meta. And to nobody's surprise, the ISO 45 is at the top of the list with the MetaGen score of a 10, followed by the Vaznav at a pretty substantial gap there of a huge 1-pointer. And then the Lockman is basically tied with that. And then if you're kind of like bored with those two because we've used them for quite a while, then maybe you go down to the Vel and want to step a little bit further out, PDSW and MX9, despite it having a smaller mag. Then I essentially copy that build right into the game, and then we can go ahead and try that one out. Then once we get to the firing range, we can kind of see how the build feels overall. Does it feel like I'm gonna hit my shots? How does the strafe speed feel? Does it feel like the aim down sight's pretty good? Do I have a problem with the iron sights? And then based off of that, you make some tunings based off the weapon you have the desirable issues with. So maybe I want this one, I want better aim down sight. So then what I can do is go to the MetaGen. We can improve aim down sight speed, movement speed. So that's strafe speed slightly. We could buff movement speed slightly. We don't want to go all the way because then maybe we're just going to make the gun unusable. So you kind of make some minor tweaks here and there and kind of see, okay, what do I want to focus on? So those are the 3 attachments. I want my gun to feel a little bit faster, maybe a little bit faster sprint to fire. I've changed four little attachments there, and then this will impact all of the guns, and we'll kind of get a different result. And if maybe we tried 3 of those guns and not just one, we can go ahead and tune it based off of that and see how they feel in comparison. So in this particular case, you can see that the barrel is slightly different compared to the build we have, but other than that, pretty much it's kind of gone with those attachments, and this one will get the desired results that I got based off of that. So this one gets rid of overpressured and puts on the other barrel, which is the Raptor barrel. This is going to help the aim down sight and movement speed, which were both things that I kind of was looking for, and it's going to have several cons associated with that. And then I'll just tune that out based off if I want aim down sight speed, because that was the goal, and then we can go ahead and go with aim walking speed, which is also what I was looking to accomplish. So now when we go in the firing range, we can compare this to that, and then now we can see that this gun is going to move a little bit faster. It kind of gets us the desired result we were accomplishing, and then we still have a pretty reasonable recoil pattern that we can control. Obviously this thing has a little bit more shake than maybe some guns, but overall it accomplishes what we're looking for, which is to have a good sprint to fire speed. Pretty much we're sprinting, and you can see how fast that is. So pretty much you can go through and do that for several different weapons, and they give you multiple loadouts if maybe you want to try multiple different options. So I think this is a particularly interesting tool if you kind of wanted to experiment. You can kind of even have different ratings, and it's going to be one of those things that you can kind of pick and choose what you want. And even the case if maybe you really want to go far off meta and maybe go with something like the Minivok, you can kind of see how the ratings differ depending on how we rated them out. So with those particular setup, I got more options to choose from, and it's really going to involve maybe like just changing an attachment here or there, but you're going to kind of gravitate certain options that maybe you hadn't initially thought of. Same thing with the Vaznav. I would definitely try it out. Obviously there's the builds right there. We can kind of see how that works out. Definitely a lot of stuff to experiment with. This is a brand new tool that I'm gonna look forward to using as we incorporate more in different guns, because you can do stuff with the long range meta. It's still missing semi-automatic, and it doesn't have duos or solos, but I think all that's gonna come on board. So definitely shout out to True Game Data for getting this together. I know this is something he's been working on for like 3 to 4 months. It's a great tool that utilizes the AI. So I'm looking forward to using it and seeing what kind of hidden gems are there that maybe I hadn't thought of, because we kind of get stuck into the meta attachments we've been using, and when the AI could just look at the data and build a build, that's super powerful. So let me know your guys' thoughts and what are probably other features you'd like to see on this, because I'm sure he'll go ahead and check out the comment sections, because a lot of people will be checking it out. Appreciate all the support. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.